Yo, 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 man. Welcome back to another episode of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. You got your boy, ISO Randy today. Suns fan Randy, we ISO today. And we just got a recap of just the Suns versus the Toronto Raptors today. It was a real ugly win today. It was a couple things I want to touch on and talk about and just, get the truth a little bit. First and foremost, well, D Book had a terrible shooting night. He went like maybe like 3 for 12 or something like that. Ended up with probably like 18 points, fouled out the game at the end. It was just, I don't know if it was just the travel, just the, being out the country, no fans being there, whatever the case may be. But it was just an overall bad night. But we ended up pulling off the win today. It was like, to me, I feel like it was a defensive but no defensive game because it was real low scoring. But then also, like, I felt like our defense wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it had to be something. But at the same time, like, the level of scoring, or like, we only scored maybe 100 points or whatever. So it's like there was some defense being played. But I guess Mikal Bridges was all right today. He wasn't the greatest either. He wasn't great efficient. But I think that he made a couple key, like, buckets and a couple key steals and defensive deflections and stuff like that when it came down to it. DeAndre Ayton was all right. I'm waiting on him to kind of like him being out, to me, like, kind of exposed, like, yes, I was one of the people in the offseason. I was like, we don't need to like give DeAndre Ayton a max. Like, he's not like a max player. But like him being out and him like kind of trying to get his like foot, or like get his, like, his wind back and stuff back, like, we need him bad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just waiting on him to kind of get back in like that in game shape. Yes, I know like it's gonna take a minute because he had COVID or whatever and just been off or whatever, just not even playing basketball. So it's gonna take a minute. But we definitely need to get him back in shape because tonight it wasn't like he was a shell of himself, but like I feel like Toronto kind of was like getting a lot of offensive boards and just pushing around and just like, you know what I'm saying? Even when we had double bigs down there, when we had Sticks and McGee down there, like they were still getting offensive boards and stuff like that. Also, too, waiting on McGee to kind of get his win back and try to, come back and do something and be like effective or whatever. Cause like he was getting a lot of his points just off of putbacks and stuff like that too. And then today you can kind of see that like Monty kind of pulled him out earlier. Just the last couple of games is just like you're not back yet. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of see it on the floor, like his energy is not necessarily there yet. So it's just like a lot of stuff that I think that he would have dunked. He just been trying to lay it up and stuff like that. So it's just like it's gonna take a minute for them to kind of like get it going or whatever the case may be. But hopefully we can just kind of just hang tight, just the all-star break. We can get a break and kind of reset because I feel like right now, like we're just playing real sloppy and I don't like it. I mean, we're still winning, like we don't lose too many games, but it's just like we just not playing Suns basketball right now. And to me that's a little concerning, but just because like I just always want to see us at like the top tier level. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like I said, we are still the second best team in the league and we're still like, getting dubs or whatever the case may be. It's just like, I just feel when I watch them, it's just like, this is not what I'm used to. Like, we don't really play like this. Like, these games shouldn't have been this close. Like, tonight, I think that, yes, Toronto's a very good team and they've been like giving a lot of teams like a rough time, especially at home. But I feel like tonight we could have easily pulled away, especially when we went up by 7. I think with like 2 minutes left in the game, I was like, okay, cool. Like this is the time where it's like, all right, we pull away, we go up 10, and then we just couldn't get stops, couldn't make buckets. And then, like I said, I feel like this is kind of like when you lean on D Book and Chris Paul and just those dudes for the last couple of weeks or last couple of games, or just I want to say basically since Christmas, just kind of been like kind of just like a shell of themselves, just like going through the motions, kind of. Especially Book. And another thing tonight that I want to talk about, something that's been bothering me, and I just feel like I'm gonna officially just throw it on the table today, is that I think that Cameron Payne is buns. Like it is what it is. Like I feel like he's buns, but it's just like he'll have one good game or two good games, or like not even one good game. Like he'll have a play or two where it's just like it kind of takes you off of the focus of him just like sucking so hard out there because it's just like I feel like it's just when I watch him now, or like it's just a whole lot of rim running. It's just like a whole lot of rim running. You go up, you try to get layups, you only can go left, and then you try to get the left hand layup, and then you blow the left hand layup. And like I said, he was really getting exposed when JaVale McGee wasn't there to get those putbacks and get those points off of just his blown layups. You know what I'm saying? And it's just you don't run the offense. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's getting to a point to where it's like I just hope that he can kind of piece it together before the playoffs because I feel like playoff campaign is definitely a different player. Like I like that. Like, but I feel like what he used to be like the energy, the spark, the off the bench and give you like, you know what I'm saying? Because we need that Kelly Oubre, we need that Javon Carter that just all you do is come in and just energy. And I feel like right now off the bench we have nobody with energy. And then I kind of look for that too with a little bit of Landry Shamet, but he'll kind of give me the same thing where it's just like you can't knock down open threes. Like these are the open ones, so it's just like I think now we have the interior presence like on the team. Now it's time to focus on the backup point guard. I think I wouldn't say we trade campaign, but we definitely try to go get somebody to at least challenge him for his job so he's on his P's and Q's. Because I feel like when he's on his P's and Q's, that's kind of like when he played the best. Like when we had Javon Carter, when we had him, when we had who else did we have back there? We had another point guard or boy that plays overseas now didn't get no burn. I can't think of his name. Can't. Oh, when we had Langston Galloway, Etwan Moore, like when we had those dudes, and even I can't think of his name. He plays overseas now, but anyways, went to Creighton. Can't think of his name, but yeah, when we had those dudes coming off the bench, it was pressure because it was just like, all right, if like one of these dudes messing up, Monty can throw any of those dudes in the game, and then campaign was kind of playing like I don't want those dudes to get in the game. You know what I'm saying? So he had that like, and now it's just kind of like, you know, for a fact it's CP3, then it's you, then it's just like Landry Shamet, like he not really running point or like we don't really have another point guard outside of that. So I think that we should definitely apply some pressure to him and his job, or just you know what I'm saying, light a fire under him, basically. Because like I said, right now how he's playing is unacceptable. I hope that he pulls it together later on in the season, but I mean, we still got a whole lot of games left, so it's still a whole lot of time to like get together. But just right now, as of today, like we're not playing Suns basketball. I don't necessarily like it, but we still can get wins. We still can win, even though it's ugly. The last couple of games we just been winning real ugly. Maybe the Clippers was the only game where we won, kind of like, but that wasn't until like the fourth when we pulled away. But I don't know, man. And I think also too, just before I head out of here, is just we might need to give Chris Paul a night off, man. Like I feel like he's been going through the motion. He just looked gassed out there to me. Like he's not hitting shots that he typically makes. He's not being aggressive. Like, and I feel like when he starts turning the ball over, something ain't right. Because like he's came out of the last 3 games and just had a turnover like right away. So it's just like let's give him a night or two off, man. He deserved it for sure. But till next time, man. I think we play the next game is on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll hop on with y'all and then we'll talk about that. Maybe even talk about some Klay Thompson or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Till next time, man. Peace.